too. Big mouth. Some China mountain bird to be as tall as buildings and their heart is concrete once they're dry. So some bigger animals like rhinos and elephants like teaching posts because they don't fall off as easily as trees do.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel.
Giraffe, you guys. Look at the giraffe.
Oh my god, look at this one.
That'll distract you from this long string of drool coming out of this giraffe's mouth.
Oh wow.
We go behind. Baby giraffe are born about 5 and 6 feet tall. So they start right around where we end.
Until your head is in the way. You need to watch. You need a video for YouTube.
Calves, just like baby cows. They'll drink milk from their mothers when they're first born.
Look at that tree.
Slowly start to eat leaves, just like everybody else in the family.
That's just a view.
Giraffe can't run miles an hour, but usually their pace is about, just kind of meander from tree to tree all day, getting leaves where they can. There's lots of knocked down trees over here. You know, elephants like to knock down trees. They do that to let more sunlight through to the ground because more sun means more grass can grow, and more grass means more food. And elephants love food. They can eat about 500 pounds of vegetation a day, give or take 100 pounds, depending on the size of the elephant.
WTF.
Oh, there's some. Yeah, those are mandrill monkeys over there.
I need to get a camera.
On top of the rocks and behind the bushes. Mandrills are large breed monkeys. See? The males are going to be about 100 pounds. The female's going to be about 30 pounds. If a mandrill smiles at another mandrill, it's a friendly greeting, like when we do to each other. If it smiles at you, I would run. Ooh, and there are a couple of elephants over there.
There were monkeys.
Way over on the right-hand side.
Oh my god, look at
See if we can get a little bit closer to you guys. There's a road up
Focus
ahead.
camera, focus. Oh, an elephant. Oh no. Guys, you didn't get to see the elephant. I'm so sorry.
The road's closed.
But you saw a little bit of
Alright,
it.
now we're going to go around, see if we can find any more elephants. They're really far away, too.
More elephants are coming up, guys. More elephants.
Those may be male bull elephants. I say maybe because it's kind of hard to tell male and female African elephants have tusks versus Indian elephants where just the males have tusks. So it's a little bit easier to tell with them, but well, not a little bit, it's much easier. So in Africa, we go by males. And males, they tend to be pretty solitary after adolescence, around age.
It sounds like a fireworks party going on, guys.
I'm hanging out with all the old ladies and the babies in the herd. I'm gonna go off on my
Make sure
own.
to like this video if you like any of the animals here. And did you know elephants
They
are
like their
left?
space, but they'll go visit the herd every once in a while.
The more you know.
Play. And there's some tusk marks on the walls, especially on the right-hand side. You can see them over there because elephants like to eat right clay. They eat it to get some extra vitamins and minerals in their diet that they don't normally get from eating those leafy greens. Way over on the left, I do see more elephants out there. Hold on.
Let's focus.
Elephants are a matriarchy. Oh, good, there's some closer too. They're led by the matriarch, which means the ladies are in charge. Can I get a whoop whoop, ladies?
Whoa!
Right? Sure. Often in the
If you're
animal
ladies,
kingdom, so it's pretty exciting when it does.
say hashtag
The
ladies in
matriarch is the
comments down
oldest, the
below.
most experienced female. Like ration patterns, where all the best watering holes are, the best way to defend against predators, which is very important.
And look at the elephant, guys.
There you go.
So we can see it out
Focus
there.
camera. Oh, no.
Now they're all
There we
pretty
go, there we
dirty
go.
and a little
The
bit
camera's
muddy.
focusing.
That's called
Look
dirt
at
bathing.
that.
Elephants
Look
take
at
up
that.
dirt in their trunks and then they whip it up out of their backs. It's kind of like putting on sunscreen because elephants have and they can get sunburned just like we can. So that's one of the ways they found to prevent that. They can also roll around in mud, but getting up out of the mud is not the easiest of processes when you weigh 15,000 pounds. They usually just do the throwing thing. Trunks are an amazing appendage. They can do just about
That was
anything.
nice, guys.
In the dirt, throw the things up, down.
Guys, comment down below if you think I should get a camera or camera woman. I like to
Take your
see
feet out of the water. It's like a built-in snorkel, which is
Idea.
pretty neat.
Can we do my camera woman?
And when you see an elephant flap
Okay,
its
guys, I
ears,
got a camera
that is
woman.
not them trying
Wait,
to fly
other
their
way,
legs
other
are
way,
both
other
this way, and they cool down.
Now look.
Elephants have blood vessels behind their ears, so when they flap, that helps lower their body temperature. Are greater flamingos. Greater flamingos are the lightest
Guys,
pink of the flamingo species. They get that pink color from eating brine shrimp in the water. And they have to eat a lot of shrimp to get pink like that. It takes them about 2 years to turn completely pink after they hatch. A group of flamingos all together like this is called a flamboyance. Which makes sense, they're very flamboyant birds. Oh, there's more elephants back there. Say bye to the elephants as we go around the corner.
Let's get a zoom in on that.
We love you.
In a white body, in a white
Unfortunately, an average of 96 elephants are killed every single day.
Oh my god, I saw
That is
some
way
paint
too
on
many.
there.
Elephants are poached for their tusks the same way rhinos are poached for their horns. Elephant tusks is made of ivory and is considered to be white gold in the black market. So poachers are willing to risk just about
Guys,
everything
did you
to
see
get it.
that? Wait,
And those
let me
brown
give it to my
animals on
camera
the left,
woman.
the horns and the white
You do
spots
this
on their
to zoom in,
backsides,
and you
those
do
are
this
called
to zoom out.
bontabox. I know they kind of look like goats, but up until very recently, bontabox were
and here's my
extinct in the
camera
wild for a very
woman.
long time.
Say hi.
You can only find them on reserves like this one.
She's actually
And that is because in just the right sunlight, their brown coats turn a really pretty purple
I had
color,
to think fast.
and people took notice. So, in the name of
Let's get a
fashion,
zoom
the
in on
entire
that.
species was almost completely wiped off the planet. At the beginning of the 19th century, there were only 17 bontabox.
they had enough
A lot. And before they found those few, they thought
need
that
some
they were
water.
completely extinct. So, luckily, generations of humans over a century later, they were able to be protected on a reserve and get their numbers back up so they could be reintroduced back into the wild. But most of them are still on reserves for their protection because we just don't want history to repeat itself.
Yeah. No wood for history. And guys, look at how many pins I got.
I'm kind of slow.
This is awesome.
I think there might be an animal ahead of this truck.
Yeah, there was a bunch of babies that came out.
Oh, I see a sheep, you guys. So if you look over to the left, between the trees, it's laying down on the ground, but its head is kind of up. Now this is one of the areas that I mentioned I'm not allowed to stop in, but I'm going to go by real slow. Can you see it? Play a little bit. The black tips of its ears. Looking left, yeah. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals. They can run up to 60 miles an hour. They can go from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. We're coming up on a big rock formation. You've probably seen a Kobe before. If you've seen Disney's The Lion King, there was a Kobe in a movie called Fried Rock, which makes sense because the group of lions is called a fried, and it is made of rocks. Now, as you can tell by the side of your eyes, it is daytime, and lions are nocturnal creatures. They sleep during the day, and they wake up at night.
I can have like
So we
up
may
to
or may not see any
shout-outs.
lions right now,
So
but
you
you
can do one
know
of
it's
those
possible,
three
so
if
just
you
keep your eyes
exactly
open. Not directly towards the sun, no, that's not safe. But lions are inactive for about 20 hours a day. They don't do much of anything. They're basically giant house cats. Ooh, that's a lioness, and she is awake. Look at that, you guys. Ooh, jump up. Now you can really see her. There's a bunch of rhinos on the right-hand side as well, but we're gonna go to that space in just a little bit.
Wait, don't show the rhinos. Don't show them because I want you to get
I don't know what she's doing. The ones that will go out and do the hunting at nighttime, all together in a big group. Group hunters.
And it
Male lions will hunt sometimes, but usually their job is to stay back and watch the pride. We sleep with them.
Lions, they're sleeping. Look at them.
Look at that real lion, guys. That lion.
Dad makes a
Male and male.
She walked right on top of him.
You know how
Make sure children are sitting down in your laps, please, guys.
It's the mane. Oh, guys, look.
All right, now we're
It's
gonna
the
see
butt
those
of a
rhinos
rhino.
ahead in just a second. And those are white
butt
rhinos.
of a rhino.
They are not white though. They're well, they're covered in mud right now, so they're probably kind of mud. They are gray. They're called white rhinos because of a misinterpretation by Westerners when they first started coming over to Africa and learning about all these animals. They were told in the native language of Afrikaans that they are called white rhinos with a V. White in Afrikaans means wide because they have very wide, flat mouths. There are some ostriches back there by the bushes. They're really hard to see, but those are ostrich eggs on the ground. Ostrich eggs. Those pale yellow things right there. Ostrich eggs are the largest single-celled organism on our planet.
Let's zoom out.
They can weigh over 3 pounds each.
Oh, we're zooming in
One
now.
ostrich egg
It's
is
just a
the
bush.
equivalent of about 2 dozen chicken eggs, and that is a big omelet. Good
So
luck cracking it open though, because they can withstand the weight of over 150 pounds. A fully
on that
grown human could stand on top of one of those eggs, and chances are it's not even them. And ostriches are communal egg layers. So once one female lays an egg, the rest of the females all lay their egg in the exact same spot. And then everybody takes turns looking after the nest, even the male ostriches. Now this last area of the reserve we're going to come through is called Magadi Glen. Magadi means hot spring. The bubbling hot springs up ahead of us. It's really warm today though, so I don't think we really need to go for a dip in the hot spring. Oh, there's one more animal. I wanted to say hello before we leave the reserve, and that is the scimitar horned oryx. The scimitar horned oryx does not blend in with its surroundings here. That's because it's a desert dwelling animal. They come from the Middle East of Africa. They are named for a Middle Eastern sword, the scimitar, because of the shape of their horn.
Guys, did you see that? That was beautiful. Look, zoom in on it.
Up
Zoom in
until
on
about
it.
a year ago, they were also extinct in the wild. And it's not because they couldn't survive in the desert. They are very good at that. They can go up to 9 months
I
without
think
taking a
it's
drink
safe to
of
say
water.
zoom out.
Unfortunately, they were
Okay, for any of
like many other
camera women
creatures
and
that we saw on
cameraman,
our safari.
and including my
Every
camera
animal
woman
that
right
we
now.
saw is on the endangered species
If
list,
you
which means if
feel
we
like
don't
it's
do
a good
something to help them
thing to,
now,
like, zoom
then
in,
they may not
then
be
zoom
around in
out.
the
If you
future
feel like
for us
it's a
to
good thing to
and
zoom
all
out,
that and
then
learn
zoom
from
out.
like we did today. And that's why it's so important to help out if you can. The Disney Conservation Fund will match your donation dollar for dollar if you decide to donate, and you can donate to the Animal Kingdom. They will give you a button that says Conservation Hero on it, which is what you'll be. But you can be a conservation hero in other ways. You can volunteer for a river or a
Well,
beach
this is
cleanup
the
in
end
your
of
area.
my video.
Help out your local wildlife as well.
it mine?
Or you
Did
can
it
just
ring?
talk
Who
about them.
touched me?
Spreading awareness is a huge part of conservation.
So this is the end of my video,
Scimitar horned
and
oryx
so,
before today.
Bye.
What do we know to say? It's a